Hello, I'm Dr. Jewel Williams, owner of Tribe Production Publishing, and I'm here today to share one of my writing tips with you. So how many times have you made a New Year's resolution, and by the time you get to the end of the year, you realize that most of what you want to accomplish goes unfinished? The problem is many times those resolutions are long forgotten before we even finish the first quarter of the year. And so when we do remember again that we wanted to accomplish something, we're beating ourselves up for not carrying through the plans that we had. So instead of beating yourself up about not following your plans, let's start this year's plan by making a smart choice. And you've probably heard the acronym SMART, S-M-A-R-T, which stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. But I've added my own twist to the SMART plan of making your outline or making a plan or goals. So I want to begin with the letter S, and it's going to help us to make sure we are accomplishing our writing goals for the year. So again, I'm starting with S, and I am saying this is be specific and simple. So don't say I'm going to write my book in 3 months. While that may be the outcome, you want to make some small steps. That's the simple part. In fact, you want to be as specific, that's the detailed as possible to make sure you're accomplishing your goals. So you have to ask the right questions. So what are those questions? The first one is, what do you want to write? As someone stated, how do you eat an elephant? It's one bite at a time. Take the small and simple steps to help you accomplish the bigger outcomes. So you want to make your first goal, which is to write your ideas for your story by starting with a brief synopsis of what it is that you want to put on paper. And then you move to writing an outline. And so depending on the type of story you create, create a brief idea about your characters and begin to see them as people so that you can make sure that they're not flat, that they come alive when your readers read your work. And let me just make this comment about outlines. Some people say outlines don't work. Even if you don't do a full outline, you still need to have some idea of where you're going to start. If it changes, then you just change it. That's okay, but start somewhere. The second point is, what do you want to accomplish, or when do you want to accomplish this? And so the second goal is to make sure you give yourself some time deadlines. For example, give yourself a goal to write so many chapters within a month. If your goal is to write three chapters in a month, and your book has at least 10 chapters, then you would give yourself the goal of completing your book within a 3 to 4 month period of time. So if you're starting now in January, you'll make your deadline to finish by April. So the great thing is, if you may even finish earlier depending on how fast you write, but if it takes you longer, you still have a goal and you still have something in front of you. So the whole point is just to finish and finish well. So the purpose is to help to keep you on schedule. The third point is, what do I want to accomplish, or why do I want to accomplish this goal? And so this third goal is to understand the purpose of your project. Why do you want to do this project? When I wrote my book, I Soar, The Chicken is Out of the Coop, I wanted to help others understand the importance of allowing God to heal those broken places in us so that we can soar, that we're not bound and kept at this lower level because of fear and doubt and rejections. And so it was personal to me first, because I had to allow myself because I had allowed myself to stay too long in this place of the coop of brokenness. And so I had been caged, and now I was free. And so it was personal to me. And so you have to first make sure that you are giving the reason. What is the reason why you want to do this work? So I just want to write a book because I want to write a book. But it has to have some kind of connection to your reader to make sure that, one, you're staying on track, because you don't want to get derailed and go off. If you started to write about one thing and then you end up somewhere else. So you want to help keep that in mind so that you can stay on track. And so, again, just to starting off of for this SMART, we want to be specific and simple. And the way that you do that is you set small steps and be detailed in the process. And you start by asking yourself some questions. What do I want to write? When do I want to accomplish this? And why do I want to accomplish this goal? So I hope these steps and points help you, and you can come back for our next installment. So if you need a coach, or if you are ready to write your book, you can reach out to Try Production Publishing Incorporated, and we will be ready to help you win in publishing. For more details, you can go to our website, publishthevision.com, or you can email me. Until next time, write it.